you've been here for a while, you've had some tough stretches, but that 3 minutes of the third period last night, Alex Chason said he's never seen anything like that in his career. That was a tough one for this team, especially when you're in such a tight race where a lot of the other teams are almost giving you an opportunity to stay in the race.
Yeah, and our goalies, we cannot blame them either. I mean, we hang them out to dry many games now. It's not just last night, and it's not good enough. It's easy to stand here and say we're going to forget about last night, but we got to learn something from it too. Like I said, it's not the first time. We played an okay hockey game the first 2 periods, and then we just collapsed the third. So we got to be better, and we got to learn something from last night. And obviously, we're not happy the way we're playing right now, and we leave our goalies out to dry, like I said. So we cannot blame them. I mean, it's just we got to come together as a group here and focus what's important and find our game back. Because we're playing Minute tomorrow, and that's going to be a huge game for us. So we just got to find a way to reload here and play a good game and stand up for each other tomorrow.
What is the emotional state? Because that was a pretty crushing defeat last night. Where are you guys at now?
Yeah, it's obviously really tough. But like I said, we cannot do anything about it really. What happened last night and happened. So we just got to reload here. That's the good thing about the NHL. It's many games, so if you can play really good, you can play really bad, but there's always the next game the next day. So you got to focus on the next game here, and in this case, it's Minnesota tomorrow, and we got to be on our toes.
How do you focus? I mean, obviously you're going to reload and focus, but with just the way the fans are reacting, and I mean, you know, there's a lot of empty seats, stuff's happening, negativity. How do you insulate yourself from that as a club?
It's tough. Obviously, it's our fans, and you feel really about yourself when they reacting the way they do. But I understand them. I mean, we haven't played good enough, and I think the whole city of Edmonton wants a playoff team, and so do we in the locker room. But we're not going to get there if we play the way we do right now. But like I said, it's all about us right now. We got to come together. We cannot just lay ourselves down and die and just wait for April to come. It's a tight race. A lot of teams is involved in the playoff push here, so we're just going to focus on the game tomorrow here.
Oscar, if you go back to 2017, and that was the one year you guys had success. You were very good defensively, 8th best that year. Consistency is such an easy thing to say, but is that the simple thing that's lacking amongst your whole team collectively as a group, from goalies to forwards, defensemen, in the D zone? Because you guys have once again reverted to being a team that just gives up way too much. Where you proved for that year you could do it. What can you take from that year? Is it small details? Is it a mental thing? Why is this team lacking defensively as much now compared to 2 years ago?
It's really tough to stand here in front of you guys and says this is wrong, we're not playing good enough. The biggest thing about 2 years ago, what I find, we could be down 1 or 2 goals in the third coming in, and we feel good about ourselves. We know we're going to get ourselves a chance to come back, and many times we came back and won that game, or at least got 1 point out of it. So we got to come back to that feeling. We can be up, we can be down even 1 or 2 goals, but still have that go in the group and feel good about ourselves going in the third and have a lot of energy. Right now, I think we played a okay hockey game in the first 2, and then like the other games here now, we played a terrible third and left our goals out to dry. So, but once again, it's tough to stand here and says this is the bad thing we're doing. We just gotta forget about it, but learn something from it and focus on the next game here.